Rise for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
At this time, I will ask for approval of the agenda with a amendment that we allow for public comment prior to the election, the elections to take place. Need a second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Ayes carried. At this time, then, prior to the election, if there's any board comments, and I would like to start, please. 3 years ago, I started as the board president here at the district. And it's been a great 3 years. It's been a challenging 3 years. And different times call for different type of leadership. And sometimes challenging leadership, we have to go and do what's necessary to bring people together and make sure that we're on the right course to doing what's right for all our constituents and all of the people of the district. They're all team players and all have an interest in doing what's right for children. We're in a time where some of the things that we had mentioned that we were going to do was bring back extracurricular activities, do what's right in the arts, bring strong leadership, and make sure that we treat all of our employees with dignity and respect. And I think we're on that course. And I think we're over that hurdle, and I think we're in the right direction. Therefore, I'm proud of my tenure as the board president. I've done what I've come to accomplish. And I think that we have 4 very outstanding people here that can take the reins with us following and providing the support necessary to make them successful. And I'm sure that they will fall in line to do what's right and in the best interest of children and in the best interest of doing what's right to everyone as they matter and with dignity and respect. So with that, I want to thank everyone for your support while I was president. I want to thank everyone for your prayers and cards for my wife while we went through some difficult times and while I led this board. Thank you so much. And with that, we'll go on to the election. Nominations are now in order for the office of president.
I nominate Mr. Adam Lopez-Falk for president.
Adam Lopez-Falk has been nominated. Is there a second?
We don't need a second. We just ask for more nominations. Point of order. Are there any other nominations? 3 times.
Are there any other nominations?
I make a, I'd like to nominate Alvarado for president. And I also would like to say that for a first year, it's been a learning curve for me. I've been a community activist since I was 19 years old. And, you know, I've been through a lot and seen a lot. And, you know, I think that we are in the right direction. And I think that regardless of who is president here, I think that we set the precedent now, and the benchmark, if you will, for where we need to take this district, and I think we're on the right path. But you know, more importantly, before I even go further than that, I want to acknowledge the mother who was in the accident at the school that I received a phone call about. And we need to keep that family in our thoughts and prayers, especially during these times after the holidays. And I was really like happy and to hear, you know, the Mr. Islas and the principal and the teachers and everybody who's trying to give these kids some support. You know, that's really what it's about. That's really what we are about. And that's really the kind of things that we should be focused on, you know. And, you know, we've been through some difficult times here on this board. But you know what? I'm open-minded to working with whoever is the president, you know. But, you know, I have my own convictions, you know, and I will not waver, you know, because, you know, that's who I've been for many years. But at the end of the day, even I know that, you know, whatever, you know, my political aspirations are, you know, whatever I feel that are the important things that need to take place here, I also know that I'm a part of a 5-person board. And I also know that I need to think about my grandkids, you know, and, you know, the kids, you know, that live in this district. And you know what, at the end of the day, you know, that's what's most important. And you know, one more thing is the teachers, you know. Without you, the teachers, the principals and stuff, you know, we would not be where we are today. We would not have the type of recognition that this district has. And you know, we had about 100+ guests last night. We kicked off, you know, the beginning of the Arizona Latino School Board Association. We had superintendents, we had, you know, board presidents, we had board members, we had so many folks, legislators last night. And you know what? There was a few times when they recognized Alhambra Elementary School District, you know, as I was talking to them, and they wanted to know what district I was from. And you know what? I felt very proud to be able to share that. And I want you folks to know that we are very well recognized out there as one of the best districts, you know, in this valley. And I want you to know that. And that goes back to the leadership and to your hard work that you guys do day in and day out. Thank you.
I just want to say I'm very humbled by your nomination. Thank you, Mr. Martinez. But for personal reasons, I decline for president.
Okay. Are there any other nominations for president? Are there any other nominations for president? And third time, any other nominations for president? Hearing none, and there only being one nominee for president, and you're accepting, is that correct? Yeah.
That's correct.
Okay. Hearing no other nominees, can you go to a vote? Yes. So, at this time, all in favor?
I make a motion that Mr. Adam Lopez-Falk be elected president of the board by acclamation. Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Aye is carried.
Congratulations. Okay?
If I may first thank Mr. Zamora for his leadership as president of the board. As he mentioned, it has been a tumultuous past year, but we have come out and we are positive and we feel positive about going into the next year. And as we move forward, I will ensure that our board continues to work in the best interest of our community, communicates with our staff, but also hears the concerns of our community and sees where we can go to the future together for our schools. I'm a product of our schools. I've never shied away from telling you all my story every time I get the chance. I won't say now, but I'm very honored to be able to spend this year as board president. Thank you, Ms. Alvarado, for your nomination, and to the rest of the board for your support. Mr. Easton.
President Lopez-Falk, members of the board. I would like to say a couple of things regarding the entire board, first of all. And I want to talk briefly about a conference that I was at in December. And it was a school boards association conference. And it was interesting hearing from many of my colleagues about their concerns regarding their school boards and how I didn't have concerns because I know that I had 5 board members that are educated, intelligent, hardworking, and although they differ at times with the method or the routes we take to get to do what's right for our district, there is no confusion about what's doing right for kids every single time I have met with you guys. Every one of you have your way of communicating what is it that is best, and it is our job to help navigate there. But to the audience, I can honestly say that there are some very conscientious, caring people on this board. And we are looking to move forward every single year. And I applaud you for that. I realize you ran for the board because of all the money that you make as board members. But hopefully, on behalf of, and I want to switch talking a little bit now about President Zamora. President Zamora, since I came on in June, has been nothing but looking forward to where we are going from the day that I started forward. President Zamora is very much a advocate for teachers to make sure, I believe he thinks that what's best for teachers is best for kids, and we are looking at those kinds of structures. He very much believes in our service leadership model and what we could do to be more servant leaders and to be more inclusive and transparent of our processes. And it has been so energizing for me to have those conversations with you, Mr. Zamora. So on behalf of over 14,000 kids, over 2,000 staff members, certified and classified, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for giving your heart and soul to this district and the kids and helping us move forward. I really appreciate that. I know what you guys are thinking, that I'm probably re-gifting something from Christmas, but that's really not it. It's pretty special. So we'll have you take a look at it so you'll believe me. A gavel, huh?
Yes.
It's a pretty cool gavel that actually has his name, his time of service for being president this last year. Isn't that cool? That's very cool. Thank you so much. That's all I have, Mr. President.
Thank you, Mr. Easton, and again, thank you to Mr. Zamora for his service. We'll move on to nominations and election of officers for clerk. Nominations are now in order for office of clerk. Do I have any nominations?
Yes, I would like to nominate Mari Alvarado for clerk for the calendar year of 2016.
Thank you, Ms. O'Neill-Franz. Is there any other nominations? Is there any other nominations? Is there any other nominations? Ms. Alvarado, you accept the nomination?
I accept.
Thank you. May I have a motion to second and close nominations?
Second.
Thank you. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you all. So Ms. Alvarado?
Don't you have to vote now?
I guess
That
we
was
have
just
to
a
vote.
motion. And really, the motion.
I guess we gotta do something, right?
Well, point of order, if someone could make a motion that I be elected by acclamations, is there no other nominations?
I'll do that, I'll make that.
Thank you, Mr. Zamora.
I'll second that.
Thank you. All those in favor of electing Ms. Alvarado by acclamation?
Aye.
Any opposed? Congratulations, Ms.
All
Alvarado. Clerk Alvarado, we got there. It took a long road, but we got there.
Thank you, and I do want to make one quick comment, and that is to say that this board has accomplished very much over the past year. And I know in my heart that under the capable leadership of Mr. Mark Islas, the board will continue to do what is best in the interest of the children, the staff, and the community of the Alhambra School District. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Alvarado. We'll move on to B.03, readoption of existing policies. The board readopt the existing policies that are in effect at this time. Do I have a motion?
Second?
Second. Thank you, Mr. Zamora, Ms. Alvarado. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Now to B.04, student expulsion hearings. The board directed that all student expulsions hearings be conducted before a hearing officer selected from an approved list of hearing officers. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Thank you, Ms. O'Neill Franz, Mr. Zamora. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. And now we'll go to B.05, the ending of the first step in tonight, adjournment of our annual organizational meeting. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Thank you, Ms. Alvarado and Mr. Martinez. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Now, we will move into our special session of the governing board. So go ahead and call this meeting to order. Move on to C.02, approval of the agenda. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Thank you, Ms. Alvarado and Mr. Zamora. Discussion, Ms. O'Neill Franz.
Yeah, I'm requesting that we remove item E.01.E, approval of performance pay plan, from the agenda tonight, and I would like to request that it's moved to a study session. I have a lot of questions about the plan that we received.
So remove E.01.E, approval of performance pay plan from consent agenda to a study session that we can schedule for later in the month.
Yes.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Thank you, Mr. Zamora. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
And any opposed? Motion carries. Now move to section D, comment from the public concerning items listed for board action. Section E, a request to speak this time must have been initiated by filling out a request card and presenting to the board secretary prior to the beginning of the meeting. And we have none. Thank you. E, board action, E.01, approval of the consent agenda. The board approved the consent agenda. Consent agenda documentation may be reviewed at the district office upon the request of a governing board member. An item on the consent agenda can be removed and discussed as a regular agenda item. And just throwing out there again that we did remove E.01.E, approval of performance plan from that consent agenda to a later date. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Thank you, Ms. Alvarado and Ms. France. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. We'll move on to F, comment from the governing board. The mission of the Alhambra School District is to provide students with knowledge and skills for continued academic excellence through high-quality programs, services, and support. Governing board members are encouraged to share any comments relative to Alhambra's mission statement at this time. Any comments?
Yes, I have two comments. One is that I did attend the annual Arizona School Boards Association event, and it's also in conjunction with the Arizona School Administrators. And it was a very wonderful event, Thursday and Friday. And we had a very good showing there at the banquet. We had Also, one of our board members received the All Arizona School Boards Award. And we really was shown, we were really there in full force, and it was a very beautiful event. And I just want to say that the Arizona School Boards Association is very helpful for us as we need to develop ourselves professionally. They offer lots of workshops, and they have a lot of seminars coming up, and I recommend that we do that. The other thing is that last night in this room, we had the Community Relations Department. Kudos to Linda Jeffries and Dr. White. Did an outstanding job. We had all of our 3 legislators were here. Senator Robert Mesa, Representative Debbie McCune Davis, and Representative Jonathan Larkin. And we had a lot of parents, and they were asking a lot of questions about some of the issues that we will be voting on in the next 2 or 3 months. So just want to say that that was one of the most interactive events that we had. Everybody felt very comfortable, and I had invited 4 guests, and all 4 guests were here. I invited Tony Navarrete, who is the chair for LD30, Jesus Rubalcaba, who is he's on the executive board of the Arizona School Boards Association, Jessica Gonzalez, a rising star in the Maricopa County Party, and from the Balls School District, we had Chanel Poe. So it was a very successful event last night. Those are the 2 comments. Thank you. And I had a great Christmas. Ate a lot.
Thank you, Ms. Alvarado. Any other board comments?
Yeah, I just really want to quickly congratulate Adam and Maury for your nominations tonight, and I would like to also thank Mr. Zamora for your years of service. Thank you to Alhambra. And I also want to, I'm really excited about this year. Everything that everybody talked about tonight at the beginning, you know, moving forward and being together as a team, working together to put Alhambra where it should be. I'm excited to move forward this year. A lot more excited than I was last January at this time, so hopefully it'll be next year.
Mr. Martinez?
I just wanted to also thank you, Mr. Zamora, for your service. I'm new to the board, but last year has been pretty interesting. And, you know, we moved along, and a lot of it is some tough minded work on your part, and thank you for your leadership.
Thank you, board, for your comments. I would like to throw out 2 things. Well, I guess before I should say that, y'all know how to reach me. My door's always open, or my cell phone, or my Facebook, or my Instagram, whatever you'd like to reach me at, please do reach out. I'm really excited to be able to work with all of you guys this year and see where we can move forward together. Separately, I would like to also thank Ms. Jeffries for your work last night, and Dr. White for all your words. I only attended the dinner portion, but it was a really great event, and there was so much positivity in that room, and it was really nice to have our legislators there and be interested to hear what we were doing in here, and many of them have already kept tabs, and it was just nice to have that environment. My apologies for not being able to make it to the dinner or the meeting afterwards. It was 3 Kings Day, so it was a very busy evening. I do also want to recognize Ms. Alvarado for her award that she received at the ASBA event last month for all of her service. And I would say it's not just to our district, but also to ASBA, and being involved in furthering her abilities as a board member. And then thank all the staff, Mr. Isas, Jeannie for coming, and I was just so honored to be able to be around all of you guys who were able to make it that evening. And my mother was very glad to be able to meet a lot of you and see you guys. She's a graduate of the district. My dad wishes he was a graduate of the district. He's up in Washington, but we'll forgive him for that. But it was just a very, very nice event, and thank you to all of you who attended and gave your congratulations to me and to Ms. Alvarado as well. With that, we'll move on to G, future meetings. An executive session at 5:15 p.m. and a regular meeting of the governing board will be held on January 21st, 2016, and a special study session of the governing board will be held on February 4th, 2016. All meetings will be held at 6:30 p.m. or special times posted in the Alhambra District Boardroom at 4510 North 37th Avenue, Phoenix, Arizona. Do I have a motion for adjournment? Mr. Secretary. Mr. Martinez, all those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? We are adjourned, and we will move into our study session.